Hello and welcome. I'm Oscar Hagan, and on behalf of Sun Product, Microsoft, the MVPs, and other technology experts, welcome to Excel Virtually Global 2025. And remember, it's for charity. Now, you might have looked around our website already, but I'm not sure you've noticed all the words. So let me take a moment to run a few of them past you again. Microsoft's most valuable professionals, or MVPs, are technology experts who passionately share their knowledge with the community. They're always on the bleeding edge and have an unstoppable urge to get their hands on new, exciting technologies. This virtual conference, now in its 11th year, presents Excel, data platform, and PowerPoint MVPs together with other acknowledged experts from Microsoft and/or around the globe to present, answer questions, and demonstrate the future of Excel and how it will make your life easier, both personally and professionally. Now, most sessions will be recorded, so you can watch them later with downloads aplenty. There are no medals for staying up to watch the entire event live. From your own favourite chair, bring a laptop, an inquisitive mind, and your sense of humour. Be prepared to learn heaps, and remember, it's for charity. The presenters have all kindly donated their time to make this as informative and entertaining an event as possible. Therefore, we'd be grateful if you could make a donation to a charity of your choice and advise us in US dollars how much you've pledged, as we'd love to keep track and keep you updated. This is an honesty thing. Whatever you do, it will simply be between you and your conscience. So, if you do make a donation and you'd like to let us know what you've donated, please use the QR code on screen now or type in the bit.ly link at the bottom, remembering it's case sensitive. That's bit.ly/EVG2025 charity. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy Excel Virtually Global 2025.
Our next speaker is Mehanazuddin Rupom, a seasoned C-level HR professional with more than 14 years experience managing both local and international HR projects. Rupom is a senior certified professional from SHRM USA, Microsoft certified Excel expert, combining his HR leadership expertise with a deep understanding of data and analytics. He currently leads the HR and administration functions for Aman Group Bangladesh, a global leader in sewing thread, dyeing, and finishing, headquartered in Germany. Since joining in 2015, he has been instrumental in building sustainable HR systems and was recognized with additional responsibilities including new HR projects in both Asia and employee engagement survey project lead Asia. Rupom also oversees HR KPI reporting and administration for the entire Aman Group. Prior to Aman, he worked with Lafarge-Sur-Mar-Cement, Big Simco Pharma, and British American Tobacco, developing extensive experience in HR strategy and organizational development. In this session, he'll share the greatest Excel tools for HR professionals, showcasing how Excel can empower HR teams to manage data, reporting, and performance metrics more effectively. Mehanazuddin Rupom will be live with us, and we'll pass over to him straight away. Hello. Our presenter is having some technical issues. Just bear with us for some seconds. So we'll just wait a bit. Okay, he's live online. We'll be live in some seconds, I believe.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. So
Hi. Am I audible?
you are audible to me. Yes.
Okay, great.
So
I'm just currently connected over my mobile phone. I'm trying to connect over my desktop, but I think
we can
it's a
give you some
problem
time.
now.
Just let's get it right before
Yeah,
we get started. Just
yeah, thank
get
you.
your setup right. We'll keep waiting for some more minutes. That's fine. It's better to be in a nice disposition when you start. So, so we'll have our next guest with us in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Okay, we've lost him now, so let's hope it all goes fine. We'll wait another 5 minutes, and if nothing happens, we'll share another video. So hope you are enjoying the sessions so far and not too bored. June. Yes. Okay. You are live. We can see your face. We haven't brought you on the live screen. Your voice, your mic is muted. Your camera is on.
Yep. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are
Am I
perfectly
visible too?
audible. Yes. Okay.
Okay, great. So it's really great participating in this global event and presenting my piece so that participants can learn few techniques that is available in Excel for quite some time, and people are getting used to it. But if I talk about uh, my experience, people know about it but fear how to use it. So my objective would be to make it really simple and really attractive so that you can use, right?
Yes.
So I guess I'm late, so I will really jump into the session so that we don't waste any further time.
Okay, we'll leave the podium to you so that you can present. Thanks a lot. Okay, so you are
Thank
live.
you so much for introducing me also.
That's fine. Let's kickstart the presentation.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. Yeah. Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, great. So I will tell a bit about the session, what we are going to do. Meanwhile, I ask the participants to type in from where did you join? Do you join the workshop, and yeah, which profession are you in currently? So that I get to know who are you amazing people. So as you can see, the title is Greatest Excel Tools for HR Professionals. My objective is to touch upon topics. Those are related to data management and data visualization in particular. So I would be focusing on how to manage your HR data first, and then we'll move into how can you actually shape the data in Excel, or in a data world, we call it data normalization. So how can we normalize our data so that we can bring into a proper report and develop very nice visuals that can talk business, right? So I guess you will be writing about your profession and where you currently connecting from. And I also like to know that which are the KPIs, particularly in HR, matters to your organization, or in particular to you. What you want to visualize in your dashboard as a KPI. So this is this is probably what we need as an HR. What are the KPIs connected to the business that really creates value for the organization? So I won't be taking an HR class today, obviously, but since we'll be working with HR data, so it will be a salient feature to talk about HR also as a part of the session, right? So we'll be blending the HR knowledge with Excel today. So this is the top sheet. This is the introduction about me. If you want to connect with me, these are my social media channels, and you can drop me an email if you want any solution related to HR or Excel. I'd be very happy to help. This is my WhatsApp number, and if anybody connecting from China, this is my WeChat. So so we'll be delivering this HR dashboard today, and we will try to cover the maximum part of it. And if not, the remaining part would be an assignment to you. So you can directly email the assignment to me after completing the full dashboard, or you can send or post in the social media so that I can look into it. So if I talk about our HR data today, these are in my hard drive. So we'll be using two files today. Okay, so one is Excel file master HR data, where we have every employee information stored, and we'll use a monthly salary sheet where we have only the salary components available. And if you see, one is 14 megabyte file and another one is almost 8 megabyte file. And these two files contains about 1 million of rows of data. So it's a humongous amount. And if I demonstrate the master HR data to you, you'll get a knowledge about how to store your HR data properly so that you can actually create meaningful reports very easily and gain immense amount of productivity. So we have the unique ID as employee ID. We have the employee names and several other informations. And for HR, the level of management, department, gender is our key information, and then date of birth, date of joining, we have date of separation, and we have several countries where we operate. So starting from Australia, we have Bangladesh, Austria, New Zealand, and Germany. So there are several countries where we operate. So in total, we have about, over, I guess, 1 million data. So yeah, this is what it is. Not 1 million, I guess, or 1 lakh data. It's 100K. So this is the information we have, and we want to derive our key KPIs out of it. So I want to directly import this to where we can shape data. So our next objective is to bring the data in the report area, I mean in the dashboard area, so that we can create a report. And for your understanding, we'll be creating several pivot tables out of this so that we can actually reflect this information in the dashboard. And our objective is to the full dashboard would be completely automated, and after clicking several buttons, we'll be reaching to our fine-tuned data. So that would be the objective of today, right? So we have the blank area where I would prepare the report, but for preparing the report, we have to bring in the two files here, right? One is Excel exercise file master HR data, and another one is salary data. So to do this, we'll be using by far the most powerful tool in Excel called Power Query. So to get Power Query, we have to go to data, and we have to go to get data and select from file, and then since we have stored the data in Excel workbook, we'll select Excel workbook from here. It will take a bit of time, and we want to directly go to this folder to navigate directly to the folder. You can just copy the address from your open window. This is the shortcut, and you can paste it here and just press enter. Then you will be directed to your expected location, right? So now I will bring in this data first. So I will import this data. And as you can see, it's connecting. It may take a bit of time, depending on the configuration of your laptop, or desktop that you're using. So as you can see that since we have stored our data properly, I mean, we have headings of our data and the data is stored row-wise, that means it's a proper data set from where we can create a report. So my objective is to remove these null values from here and also make the title actually the title of Power Query table. right? So for doing this or several other transformation or data normalization, I will not load this directly to Excel. Rather, I will use transform data option. So I selected this and it will take me to the Power Query window. So this is the Power Query window, which is, I would say, quite similar to what we have or what we see in Excel. It has several tabs, and each tab has its own, activities to handle the data, right? So first of all, you can see the file name is here, master HR database, master HR database. So we can title this Excel virtually global data, okay? So that we can understand this is our data. Okay, and you can see Power Query record the steps it did to our data. It's already sourced the data and then navigated the data, then promoted some headers which are not my actual headers, and also depending on the text we have in each column, it has changed the data type. So our objective would be first to remove the null values, I mean the unnecessary information we have, so we can use the remove rows tool from here. So I will remove the top 2 rows here where we have null values. So I will write 2 here and press OK, and has removed our data information. And since we have the title here, so we can promote this title as header. So use first row as header will promote them as the real title of our data. And our first objective would be to remove the unnecessary information we have here. So I will go to choose column and select choose column option from here. And I will simply cut down the email, father's name, mother's maiden name, then SSN, phone number. So these are the information we don't need to complete our report. So I will press OK, and you can see only the information that is required are now available. And for your information, the transformation we are doing here in Power Query will not affect our original data that is stored in the hard drive or wherever it is. Okay, so this is simply the magic of Power Query. And now you can see that one name has space, a big space in front of it. So we can simply tackle this by going to transform and selecting format and using the trim function from here. It's quite similar to what we have in Excel as a trim function, and it's also available as a button in Power Query. And now I will show you how to calculate the age of an employee. So I will click on this date of birth, and I will add this age as an additional column. So I'll go to date and select age from here, and now you can see the days came up. So these are the days until today as age of the employee. Now we need to convert this to a proper age by going to transform and selecting duration, and we can convert this to total years. So selecting this, you can see it's been converted to years. And if you want, you can round this Okay, I can round this to 0 decimal places, so that it's even simple, and you can change the title if you want, but for us, it's not required. So your assignment would be to convert the date of joining to actual employee tenure or working years, so that you can test yourself whether you can do it or not. It's pretty simple. And the next objective would be to find out who are the employees currently exist in the organization. As you can see, there are several dates in the date of separation. That means these employees have been separated from the organization or no longer exist in the organization. So we have to find out who are the employees. Those are with us. So I will go to add column and select conditional column, and I will put the title as employment status, and I will select date of separation as column name, and I would see whether it's equal to null or not. If it's equal to null, then we want to see inactive. That means the employee is not active, and if it's not, then it's active. If it's this found any date in this column, it will show as active, right? So I'll press OK. It should be otherwise, right? If it's equal null, it should be active. Active and otherwise inactive. Okay, so see, you can easily control this information also by pressing the gear icon. So this is the beauty of Power Query also. So this is done. I have done enough shaping in the information or data. Now it's time to bring in the salary information also. So what I will do, I'll go to Home and select this new source, and I will again bring in an Excel workbook, which stores my salary information. So I select this, and it will bring in the salary data here. Okay, so you can see the salary data. The transform button is not available now because we are already in Power Query. So I will press OK, and it will bring in the data here. So now I will do the same thing, remove the top rows and press 2, and then use first row as header. So we have all the salaries as component, different components. So I want to bring in the total salary of that person. So I will select the first one and the last one by pressing Shift, so that all in the range are selected. And then I will go to add column and select standard and select add. So we have the total salary information, or in HR terms, it's the gross salary. We may want to remove this information because these are not useful information. You can select this again and remove this, so it's trimmed, right? And you can also change the data type here to percentage if you want. So it's just clicking on the icon and you can select the data type. Now, my next objective is to bring the salary data to our EVG data. So to do this, I will go to Home and go to Merge Queries and select Merge Queries from here. And I will bring in the second table, the salary data 2. And both this table has a common connection, that is the employee ID. So I'll select employee ID from both the parts. So estimating matches based on data previews. And as you can see, the selection matches is all the rows. So we are using left outer join. and this actually brings in all the matching information from the second table, keeping all the information of the first table. So I press OK, and now you can see all the data is in a column in our same data, EVG data. And now I can select which are the information I want to keep. I only want to keep the total salary and the last increment information, and then I untick the use original column name as prefix. Otherwise, it would add the query name before the column name. So we don't want this. I press OK. It's working, as you can see. Taking a bit long time. You can see the last increment information, the total salary information available. So all the transformation has been done. We have all the data available now to create our first HR dashboard. So the next thing is very, very crucial, whether you want to load the entire data to Power Query as a table, or you want to do something else. So if you want, first up, to test the data, you can use close and load. But for our case, we'll use the close and load to button. And as you can see, there are several options available like table, pivot table report, pivot chart, only create connection. And the only create connection is a great way to store your huge amount of data and getting a report out of it, because it's stored the data in the memory of Excel, and it doesn't actually increase the size of your Excel file. As you can remember that we had two files, and one file was 14 megabyte size, and another one was about 7 megabyte size. So combining these information into one Excel file would increase the file size to 21 megabyte, and sometimes you use several functions, several formulas that would eventually keeping up increasing the file size. So we don't want this, so we'll store this and only create connection so that we can save the file size, right? And press OK. So we have the EVG data available here. Okay, now the final task would be to create some reports out of it so that we can actually prepare this dashboard here, right? So our first objective is to find out the turnover information. So what I will do, I'll go to Insert and use another beautiful tool available in Excel for several years, or probably from the very inception of Excel. So it's an amazing tool to create report. And when we directly clicked on it, you will see the only option available is select a table or range. Since I'm using Microsoft 365, I have another option available from external data source, and it's an external data source from where I want to create a report. So I'll select this, and it's asking for connection. So I will select choose connection option and then select our query, EVG data, and press open. And where I want to create the pivot table, it's in the existing sheet. So if I press here, it will remove the data from here. So I will select a different place other than this. So I'll select this, press OK. Oops. Valid reference. So select this and press OK. Existing. Okay, so now it will create a pivot table report area for me. I will create my first pivot table report from this connection here. It may take some time because what it will do, it will load the data, the entire 100,000 data in Excel, and then it will bring the data into pivot table. So it may take some time, again, depending on the memory of your computer or laptop. Right. So meanwhile, if you have any question, please write in the Q&A section. I'll be very happy to answer. As I can see, I won't be able to show the entire thing, but yeah, I will definitely touch the key things. So now we have the pivot table report area available with us. So the first objective is to bring in the turnover data. So I want to set a disclaimer here. Since we'll be showing simply how to do this, how to calculate this, it may be somewhat very different what we will be doing as an HR in our organization, because the data I'm using, the separation times and the joining times may be a bit older. So what I will do, I will not go for several years of calculation, several months of calculation. I will touch the basics, how to calculate the turnover. Okay, not the key thing that going for several months of average manning and then how many employees left. So I will suggest some resources from where you can pick how to actually work with the HR data in very deep way. All right. So I will suggest some resource for you, and I have this here already. So my first objective is to find out that the turnover rate. So for this, what I will do, as you can see, this data is not sorted in our data set order, and it's really typical to have it like this when you are working with Power Query. So it's in alphabetical order, as you can see. So I can go to this gear icon and select sort in data source order, and it will completely change the way it was in earlier times, right? So it's now in my data source order. So what I will do, I will bring in the employment status, active, inactive, and I will select the employee name so that it counts the employee name. So this is basically my turnover information, right? So the turnover information would be B3 divided by B4. So this is my turnover rate, 1.32%, right? And now the next objective would be to find out how many males and females, or what is the percentage between males and females. So what I will do, I will copy this, Control-C copy, and then select this here, and this will bring in the male and female numbers. Yeah, so I will change this to percentage so that we can show the percentage number. I will go to pivot table and I will go to fill settings and select show value as, and I will select percentage of column total so that it brings it to a percentage. And I need to change the employment status to, I will select gender here, right? And it's now the proper percentage, males, females, and males. So you can see I already created the link so that we can save some time. And male female percentages are now available, right? And now we want to see the average salary increase. So I will select this, Control-C copy, and Control-V paste. So we want to see what is the average salary increase part. And yeah, so I will last increment. Increment percentage. Up to we know this, and it won't be sum of last increment. So I'll go to pivot table and I'll go to field settings and select average. Okay, so now we see the average percentage is 15%, right? And we want to see the total salary also. So I will copy this, Control-C copy and Control-V paste. And instead of percentage of increment, we want to bring in the total salary. Remove this, and this is the total salary we have, right? It's a million. We divided this by 1 million, so it's a million. Okay, great. So we have the information available, and another thing we wanted to compare is the total revenue of the organization, as you can see, the revenue, and also this is a crucial, the crucial calculation that how much revenue we generate per employee, so that we can maximize this, right? Our objective as an organization would be maximizing the revenue, so we want to increase the yield or revenue per employee. So to bring this, I will create another information, two information in fact. So the first one would be total number of FTE that is available now, right? Active many. And the next one would be to see it according to our country. So it's not according to employee status wise, and we want to see it country wise. The country is, so we have country wise employee sites available here. So we need to divide this to active and inactive. So select this column wise. So now we have the column wise active and inactive, and I only took the active employees here, right? Okay, now we have to place this in our dashboard, right? So to do this, and you may ask that why have you kept it separately as turnover rate? You could convert this to a percentage, and then you can only take the percentage of inactive employees and directly paste this to Excel dashboard. And let me tell you that it's really doesn't work, as pivot table updates itself very frequently depending on the filters we select. So it's not compatible to directly reference the value of pivot table, and it's not possible also while using visualization cards. What is visualization card? I will show you in a bit. So I kept it as a separate reference so that I can easily access the data and place this in the dashboard. Okay, so the first objective is to place the turnover data. So I will select shapes, and then I will create a text box here. Okay, so I will go here, press equal, and then go to report blank area and select this 1.32 and press enter. Now you can see the data is here, right? So I can place this in the middle, and I can format it. I can blank, I can remove the outline also, shape will and then select the white text so it really remains visible. So the turnover rate is 1.32%, right? And if I just here, the average salary increase, we have the average salary increase information in I6, right? So what is very beautiful about Excel, you can play with the references, right? So I6, it's converted to the earlier format. So this, it's very easy. And now I want to show the gender diversity, where I will show you a trick that I use in my Excel HR dashboard classes. So you can see that I have intentionally kept this format to create a chart from these data. So ideally, both these genders should be 100%. But in our case, it's female 50%, male 50%, right? So what I will do, I'll select this data and press Alt F1 from keyboard to bring in the default chart type. Oh, it's 2. Right. So I will use the new icon set trick here. So I will place one male and one female icon here. So male, female. So I place to male and female icon. Female first, male. What I will do, I will group and ungroup the data so that it's trimmed. I'll do the same for this also. It's trimmed. I will create another version that is a blank version with no fill, with the shape icon gray color. Yeah. Right. For female, I will use the color. For male, I will use the green color. Right. Now I will play with this chart. I don't like grid lines, so I will remove grid lines. I don't need the chart title. I don't need the percentages over here. Actual full, it's not required even. So I will take the female one first. First click, you will select both the pillars, and after one click, we will select this one. So what I will do firstly, I will copy this one, the blank one, and then select this, paste it. I will do select this one and paste it here, and then I'll select this one, E, and then paste it here. To scale this as per the percentage, what I need to do is I will press Ctrl 1 to bring in the chart configuration area. I'll go to this color box, go to fill, and select stack and scale width. So that will bring it to 50%. I will do the same for the male one. And then stack and scale width. Now it's 50%. I'll select Ctrl 1 and I will trim down the gap with 50% so that it looks thicker, and I will again select this series overlap option and go from -27% to 100%. Looks good. And I guess female and male, this information is no longer required because we can understand this visually. So if you want, you can actually add the data levels. And this data table, as you can see, these data levels are not correctly placed. So you can remove this and you can utilize this 100% and select, press Ctrl 1, go to values from cells area and select the data. here that represents the actual male and female percentage. And press OK. Now you can see both side by side. You can untick this value area so that you can actually have the male and female percentage. We can make it white because we will be placing this here. So you can go to format area, you can set the shape fill to no fill and offline to no offline. Ten more minutes to complete this. So I will not show the full one. Okay, so let it be like this. If you have any question, you can ask this. The final thing would be to control this with a very good filter so that we can control the data correctly. So what I will do, I will select any of the pivot table, go to pivot table, analyze, select insert slicer. So say for instance, I want to see the information by country, then press OK. And it should be updating all my information. But as you can see that it only updates the pivot table here. And there comes the importance of naming your pivot table. So if I go to report connection by selecting the slicer, you will see only one pivot table is ticked and the other ones are not. So it's very important that you name your pivot table. So you can select the pivot table, go to pivot table, analyze. So it would be turnover for us. It would be diversity for us. It would be increment for us. It would be headcount for us. It would be country headcount for us. So if you now go to field settings area, if you select the slicer and go to report connections, you will see all the names from where you can choose. Only one table is not selected. Which one is this? Okay, okay. Now I want to select this. This all needs to be selected and press OK. All will be controlled, right? So I can cut this. Okay. Here. You can place it here. And if you want, you can change the formatting of your slicer. By going to slicer, you have the slicer styles. You can choose any default ones, or you can create a duplicate and you can actually play with the slicer design here. So I will simply do it a bit darker because I have a darker context in my pivot table here. So I won't be needing the header, so I will remove that here. I will not do any further change. So let's do it like this. This is my default one. And yeah, it's completely working. I'll go to slicer settings. I will untick the display header and hide items with no data. Now, just like this. You can see the changes, right? Impacting your dashboard. Okay. Before closing this, I would like to show you that where I have completed information regarding this in revenue per FTE. I use the filter function here So what I did, if I select, for instance, Bangladesh in the slicer, it will show only the Bangladesh information. Otherwise, it will show all the grand total information. This is how it is been designed. So try to create this one also using the formula here, and obviously use the correct references so that you can get the right information. So yeah, this is it from my side because I started late. Sorry for this, and yeah, I have to close this on time also. So this is the limitation, I guess. However, for you to understand further HR data and work with HR analytics, I have three beautiful sites who actually contribute to the HR community with data. Are these three? One is AIHR, Academy to Innovate Human Resources. They extensively work with HR data analytics and work with Python, machine learning, ChatGPT, and many more things related to HR analytics. And SHRM and HRCI institutes, these are global institute based in USA. They work with HR certifications, and I'm also SHRM certified, senior certified professional. So you can participate in their webinars, which are futuristic and really contributes to the HR area. So yeah, again, these are my channels where we can connect, and I invite you to join my social media. Thank you very much. I hope even after I didn't complete the entire thing, it was really helpful for you to learn some things, how to shape data, how to transform data, and utilize your HR data to bring some insights through our dashboard, right? So thank you very much. Yeah, that's it from my side. If you have any question, please ask.
Yes, thanks. Thanks you, sorry, I'm butchering your name,
Yeah.
Mehanazuddin. Thank you for your time, and